Okay. My opponent stated that India and Pakistan pose a continued risk of starting a nuclear war with the U.S. According to the website armscontrol.org, India only possesses about 90 to 110 nuclear warheads, and Pakistan only possesses between 100 and 120 warheads. Now compare this to the U.S. The U.S. possesses roughly 2,100 active nuclear warheads. Yes, maybe any country with any amount of warheads, whether it's 1 or 100, will potentially cause a threat to any other country, especially the smaller ones. The risk is slim to none due to the worldwide known fact that the U.S. is the top dog with the nuclear weapons leader and has no reason to be threatened by smaller countries such as India and Pakistan with relatively smaller amounts of nuclear weapons. According to the same website, fissile material capable of sustaining a nuclear fission chain reaction that's needed in a nuclear weapon. It's the key element in making nuclear weapons, and India and Pakistan contain very little of this, so out of those 90 to 110 nuclear warheads, or the 100 to 120 of them, it is actually unclear of how many of them are actually effective and would work. My opponent continues to state that China is enhancing its existing weapons, conducting flight tests of new mobile missiles, and developing a mobile system capable of carrying multiple warheads. China currently remains an ally to the U.S., and due to the codependent economies, China has no reason to be a threat to the U.S. And according to the Nuclear Threat Initiative, China's current nuclear position focuses on the survivability and maintaining a second strike capability. So China has agreed to not fire unless fired upon first. And according to Shannon Tiazi, writer for thediplomat.com, China will support North Korea against UN human rights investigations, but will not under any circumstances back the North Korean nuclear testing. This quote kind of diminishes my opponent's claim that China is a possible nuclear threat to the U.S. They are more likely to go after another country such as North Korea. Lastly, my opponent argues that the U.S. nuclear budget he says it is necessary. The affirmative, our side, my partner and I are not arguing the budget isn't necessary. We're arguing that the large amount of $355 billion isn't necessary. Yes, it is essential for the United States to be able to protect itself against other nuclear powers. However, the extent and the amount spent on new research is not necessary. My opponent also quotes Matthew Koenig and said, in a statistical analysis of all nuclear-armed countries from 1945 to 2001, I found that the state with more warheads was only 1/3 as likely to be challenged militarily by other countries and more than 10 times more likely to prevail in a crisis. This proves even if the U.S. keeps increasing their budget for nuclear research and keeps manufacturing and producing these nukes, they're still less likely either way with more or less warheads to be challenged by other countries. So the further research and production then becomes pointless, doesn't do anything, and it's just waste of money. And the reduction in nuclear research will not affect our chances of being challenged.